love, everybody. Happy Moon Day. I wanted to take a moment to share something that may be helpful or inspiring. So I was having a conversation with someone who felt like they kind of knew where, they were headed, like what direction they want to go or should go or need to go, or that they're being called to go. They knew that, but they didn't know the what, the how, the when, and the where. And oftentimes we experience that. We experience what we perceive as a desire or a passion, and we really want to go that direction, but you really don't know, how am I going to do that? It could be where life is just not situated where that you can make any steps that you deem even logically correct. Like, you can't really make those steps, and you just don't know how it's going to happen. You don't know what you should do in order to begin to unfold in that what you're trying to manifest. And so you feel stuck. You may feel stuck. You may feel like trapped. A lot of people feel lost and trapped. And in those moments, there are a few things that I would suggest that you do so that you can stay in a space emotionally, mentally, and vibrationally where you are able to align with that which is manifesting in your life, or that which is unfolding in your life. I want to first start by emphasizing that we all come into this physical experience with a divine plan and purpose. Everybody has their life plan and life path already written before we get here, and sometimes it can be difficult to, let me say this. Sometimes it can seem like that's not the case. You could just feel like, I'm just out here in this thing trying to figure this thing out. Like, I don't know what the heck is going on. But if we challenge ourselves to believe that, to really take that on and accept that, then we can first of all, we can just it'll calm us down a little bit. If we can challenge ourselves to accept, okay, I come into this physical experience with something that's already divinely in order for my life. I didn't come here empty. I didn't come here as this empty being with no direction. There is a direction and a path and a purpose and a journey that was set for me from a divine place. Once that is accepted, then really the task is to keep yourself in a place where you can align with that plan and that purpose. What does that look like, right? First and foremost, you must strive to stay calm, relax. Sometimes being impatient can stress you out. Entertaining doubt and fears and all of these things can stress you out. So you must do what you can, or strive to do what you can, to stay calm, stay at peace, stay stress-free. And you can do that a few ways. One of the main things we must do is govern our mind. Not allow our mind or the egoic mind to jump in and present all of these scenarios that's usually stressful, or negating or full of doubt. So we have to govern our minds. Then we must govern our emotions. So emotions can be triggered by the things that we experience in our senses, what we see, what we hear, what we feel. So then emotions begin to become triggered. And I always say emotions put things in motion. And so if you're not governing your emotions when you are triggered to doubt, triggered to fears, triggered to be impatient, triggered to be anxious, whatever those are, if you, or whichever one shows up for you, if you don't govern those emotions, it begins to put things in motion. So now you're in your emotions, you're feeling anxious, you're feeling fearful, you're allowing your mind to go. And so what happens is, what you put in motion is that which is in alignment with those emotions and those thoughts. And so one of the most important ways to stay in a space where you can align with that which is divinely meant for you you got to stay calm. You got to stay stress-free. So again, govern the mind, govern the emotions, right? So stay stress-free, govern the mind, govern the emotions. The other thing is, the way to stay in alignment with your divine purpose is when you are in a space where you can allow yourself to imagine the very best of that which you are feeling like you desire or feeling like it's meant for you. Imagine the very best. Oftentimes we are imagining from a place of limitation because of things we've experienced, because of things other people said, because of other people's struggles, because of our own struggles that maybe we have faced. So now the Most High put something on our heart or on our mind to begin to create or manifest or unfold in. And now we're like, okay, well, I'll just the bare minimum. At the very least, I want this. It's like, no, challenge yourself instead of us looking at the bare. I think what it is we try to not disappoint ourselves. We don't like to be disappointed. So we stay in this very small pigeonholed place. We don't allow ourselves to imagine the very best. I'm not saying big. I'm just saying the very best. What's the best situation that could unfold? What's the very most ideal way that this can happen? Imagine that and enjoy it. Don't let this be something where you're allowing yourself to imagine. Now you're becoming rigid in that imagination. Now you feel like it must manifest exactly how you are imagining it. No. Like, just enjoy it. Have fun with it. Allow yourself to explore it in your mind and in your emotions and in your feelings. Imagine how you feel when that thing is created, when that thing has unfolded. How do I feel? How do I feel while it's unfolding? You know, how the very best situation and how it can unfold. And then lastly, in order to stay in a space where you can align with that which is meant for you, or that which is meant for you to create or to unfold in, is stay in an affirmative, life-giving space where you're speaking words and thinking thoughts that are affirmative and life-giving, especially those speaking words. If you're not prepared to speak on that thing in a positive way, if you don't really believe it in a positive way, don't speak. Because remember, the first thing is to govern those thoughts and emotions. Just stay governing your thoughts and emotions. Don't begin to speak. Because when you do speak on it as if it's yours, because it's already done. Begin to behave as if it's already done. So act like it, talk like it, think like it. Renunciate like it, meaning renunciation means you are denouncing or denying any negative thought or any negative idea around it. So I just wanted to share that. Sometimes you can feel like you don't know how to go, what to do, you know, how this thing is going to unfold, how this thing is going to happen. And we're always expanding in life. So we always have something we're reaching towards, something we're moving towards. If we're living, then we should be growing and expanding. And so we're going to always have something that, you know, Spirit put on our minds to do or create or unfold with it, even if that's just developing in a beautiful relationship or reconciling a relationship, or that's developing a business or partnering with somebody, whatever it may be. It's always something that's expanding in your life. So it is important for you to consider, how do I stay in a space where I can align with the very best of those things that are put on my heart in order to manifest in this world. Stay stress-free. Stay stress-free. Govern your emotions and your govern your emotions and your feelings. Imagine the very best. You know, if you're allowing yourself to imagine the very best, don't even entertain limitations. And then lastly, be affirmative. Be affirmative, be life-giving in your thoughts and in your words. And watch your mouth when you're talking about those things that you feel that you are supposed to be manifesting or accomplishing in your life. Be careful with your tongue. All right. Well, I hope this was helpful. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. I'm gonna get to it and do it for the rest of the day, And stay tuned. We have some beautiful things coming up at the garden for those who are in Atlanta, and some things that's coming up online as well. So stay tuned. Make sure you join the newsletters if you have not. You can do that at the link in bio. There's a newsletter for OU Ministries and a newsletter for the garden. So join both of those. All right. Peace and love, y'all. Peace is peace.